Hashem, Parashat Vayetze. In this week's Parasha, Yaakov Avinu is forced to leave his house, he's forced to leave his town. Vayetze-How Beersheva, Vayelech Harana, and he's running away from his brother that's trying to kill him. And then Vayefga b'makom, we know the story, he gets to the place, Sulam mutzav arza, Malachei Elokim olim veyordim bo, and now he gets to Haran. He gets to Haran, and he gets to meet Rachel, right? And as he sees Rachel, the Torah says that the well was blocked. He took off the even, he took off the big rock on top of the well, and he gives the flock of Rachel, to her father, to drink. And then, right? ויגד ליעקב לרחל כי אחי אבי ההוא. He tells her that he's her father's brother, right? Rashi says not a brother, he's a nephew, right? V'chi ben Rivka, that he's the son of Rivka. So Rashi says, when he says he's her father's brother, everybody knew Lavan Aramai. So he told him, if he was going to try to cheat me, I know how to cheat also. Right? That's what he said. כן, Rashi. אחי ואני ברמאות. אם הוא רוצה, he wants to cheat, I also cheat him. And then she runs, ותרוץ ותגט לאביה. She runs to tell her father that his nephew came to Haran. ויהי כשמוע לבן את שם יעקב בן אחותו. When he hears that his nephew came, right, the son of his sister came, וירוץ לקראתו, ויחבק לו, וינשק לו, ויביאו אל ביתו, ויספר ללבן את כל הדברים האלה. So he runs towards him, ויחבק לו. Rashi says, he says, wow, Eliezer, when he came here, 10 גמלים, 10 camels, זהב, תכשיטים, מגדים, fruits, בגדים, what did he bring? So probably זה גם בא עם הרבה, אבל אם מגיע אין גמלים, there's no camels. אז הוא אמר, maybe he's hiding the money in his pockets, right? ויחבק לו. He's tapping him, אין כלום. אז הוא אמר, maybe he brought diamonds and he put it in his teeth. He's hiding him in his teeth, right? וינשק לו, מנשק אותו על הפה, he's kissing his mouth, just to see if he's... והוא רואה שאין כלום. ויספר, so then, ויביאו אל ביתו, ויספר ללבן את כל הדברים האלה. He's telling him everything that happened. What happened? Rashi brings down the Midrash. Yaakov was embarrassed. לפי שבא בידיים ריקניות. He came empty-handed, not even one bracelet. He's about to get married to Rachel. He doesn't know that he's going to marry Leah. He doesn't know he's going to marry Zilpah. But you know, you come to a house, you're about to meet a Kala, you're about to get married. Bring something. אין לו כלום, he doesn't have nothing, ידיים רגניות. אמר רבי אליעזר, עבד אבי הבא, היו בידיו נזמים, צמידים, מגדנות. What's the first thing Eliezer gave to רבקה? וישם 2 צמידים על ידיה. 2 bracelets, 2 gold bracelets. And when Lavan sees it, he runs to meet Eliezer, right? Over here he doesn't mean nothing. ואני הם בידי כלום. למה? says רש"י, לפי שרטף אליפז בן עשיו במצוות אביו. אחריו להורגו. אליפז got a מצווה. מה המצווה שאמר לו עשיו? Listen, I cannot kill him. But אתה, I'm giving you מצוות כיבוד אב ואם, לך תהרוג אותו. Go kill him. עכשיו זה מצווה. כיבוד אב ואם. אם אבא שלך אומר לך להרוג מישהו, עשיו אומר להרוג מישהו, אליפז takes it literally. He wants to kill יעקב. כן? והשיגו, he was able to catch up to him. ולפי שגדל אליפז בחיקו של יצחק, משך ידו. עכשיו, he's trying to kill Yaakov, but to kill him in a nice way. What does it mean in a nice way? He's telling him, listen, you know what I'm here for, right? I'm here to kill you. But listen, I'm not stop killing you. I'm killing you in the purpose of a mitzvah. My father told me it's a mitzvah to kill you, so I have to listen to my father. Yeah, and this is because he learned by Yitzchak Avinu. He was learning with Yitzchak Avinu. The Gra, or one of the commentaries, they bring down, the Doresh LeZion, Rav Mutzafi, he brings down that Avot HaKedoshim, they learned 15 years together. Avraham, Yitzchak, Yaakov, for 15 years they were learning Torah together. Right? He makes a cheshbon over there. He says Avraham was sitting with Yitzchak, with Yaakov, they were learning Torah. Yitzchak was teaching in the beginning, Yaakov, Esav, and Eliphaz. Eliphaz was a student by Yitzchak, Rashi says. Now the teaching, he says, okay, I have to explain him, I'm not killing him, I'm doing a mitzvah. You know, there's a difference between killing somebody. So he would have killed him right away. But הוא מסביר לו כאילו, תשמע, אני עושה מצווה עכשיו. אני עושה לך מצווה, אני עושה את המצווה, כיבוד אב ואם. So he says, so he told him, אמר לו, איך אתה יכול להרוג אותי? אנחנו למדנו תורה בישיבה ביחד. אנחנו היינו באותו ישיבה, we were learning together in ישיבה, אתה לא זוכר? יצחק, אבינו, אבא שלי, הסבא שלך, he was our teacher. איך אתה יכול להרוג אותי? So תשמעו מה אומר אליפז. Listen what Eliphaz says. Eliphaz says, ומה יעשה לציווי של אבא? כן, but my father told me to kill you. What am I going to do with that? What am I going to do with that? I'm here for a mission. So he told them, Yaakov is telling him, אמר לו יעקב, טול מה שבידי, ואני חשוב כמת. Eliphaz is a yeshiva bachur. He knows pshetlach, you know? So he's telling him, if you take everything I own, he's the ani. Yaakov is going to become ani. Ani chashuv kamet. Now you can tell his father killed me. Wow, that's a good pshat, he said. לקח לו את כל מה שיש לו. Took everything he has. ברח, ran away, went back, and he told his father I killed him. To the point, not only he took the gold, because Yaakov he knew he's about to get married. לקח איתו הרבה כסף וזהב. He took a lot of gold and silver with him. The only thing, Eliphaz took gold, silver, וגם את הבגדים שלו, even his clothes he took away from him. הוא אמר לו, אתה אני עושה הכל בהידור. I have to kill you, בהידור מצווה. I have to make you עני, הידור מצווה. What's the הידור מצווה? לא לקחת רק את הכסף וזהב. גם את הבגדים שלך, השאיר אותו ערום. שבאמת יהיה עני. So the Midrash says, there was a lake over there, he had no choice. He went into the lake, and Hashem made a miracle, a ness. בא פרש אחד, somebody riding on a horse, a soldier riding on a horse, he came, he got a heart attack. The horse was about to drink, and the soldier got a heart attack. As he died, Yaakov Avinu took his clothes, and he was able to get out of there. If no, היה נשאר במים מסכן, ערום. אבל מה שאליפז עושה בהידור מצווה, כאילו, ישיב ושבוכר, כן? מפה רואים יסוד. הרבה פעמים שואלים, you know, why do we need so many בחורי ישיבות in the world? What do you need? Mir, you have over there 5,000. Lakewood, New Jersey, 6,000, right? Ponovich, 2,000. You know, there's yeshivas, 50, 20. And with so many yeshivot, why do you need so many people? Why do you tell all of them are going to become rabbis? Why do you need so many people, right? So, באמת, the Midrash says, right? The Midrash says that 1,000 נכנסים לתלמוד, 1,000 people, 1,000 תלמידים, they're going to yeshiva, only 100 בעלי מקרא. Only 100 of them would know to learn Chumash Rashi by themselves. When they grow up and they go into business, they would know to learn Chumash Rashi by themselves. 100 out of 1,000. 10 מהם לתלמוד. Only 10 of the 100, they would know how to learn Talmud by themselves. They wouldn't need a Rebbe. They wouldn't need to sit in Daf Yomi and just listening to the Maggid Shir. They would be able to take a Gemara, any Gemara. They would be able to learn the Gemara, Rashi, Tosfot, Mefashim, 10 out of the 1,000. ורק אחד מהם יוצא לו הוראה. One of the 1,000 is be able to become a dayan, מורה הוראה, one of the 1,000. So you need all those mass of people, so it means you have a yeshiva of 5,000 people, you know what you're raising? 5 מורה הוראה. That's it. You have 5,000. 6,000, 6 מורה הוראה. That's all. But we need all those mass. כן, אבל מה? אז you want to tell me 4,996 students for what? For what? You know for what? We're learning from this Rashi for what? We're learning from Rashi, when they're going to go into the world over there, they're going to be yeshivish. מה זה yeshivish? Not cheating in business, doing al pi derech Torah. That's what we need them for. Even Eliphaz, a killer. His father is a killer. Esav, ish yodeh tzayid ish sadeh, killed Nimrod, oreg anashim, ones nashim, whatever you want. But he's yeshivish. When he's coming to kill Yaakov, he's coming with the yeshivish way, you know? מה יעשה לציווי של אבא, you know? My father told me to kill you. I'm about to kill you, לשם ייחוד קודשה ברכו, אני בא לקיים מצוות כיבוד אב ואם, להרוג את דודי. I'll to kill my uncle, right? You need this. צריכים את זה. למה צריכים את זה? כי אם לא, חד ושלום, what are going to be with all those, הם יעשו שטויות. At least this is לשם ייחוד, you know? So you can correct such a person. As the minute Yaakov is telling him, listen, I have an eitzah from you. You know you want to kill me? Ani chashuv kamet. Oh, that's a pshat. That's a pshat. Vayeshiva lamadnu dvarim kaele, כן? So he's taking this as an option instead of killing Yaakov. And if he wouldn't learn by Yitzchak, he would have killed him. בכיבוד אביהם, כן? So it's so important to have תלמידים, למה? שיהיו לא סתם בעלי בתים, שיהיו בישיבה שבעלי בתים.
אז ישיבה שלי גלוסה.
כן, בסדר, זה אליפז, זה אליפז. כן, זה אליפז, אבל אנחנו מדברים עכשיו על בני תורה, כן? So it's important people should learn. That's all what we say. It's important that somebody should go to yeshiva, right? At least, you should sit in yeshiva, learn a little bit. You should know a little bit derech Torah. לשאול שאלה, דרך תורה. You should have something, not stumble about. יפה. So we see, what do we see? That Eliphaz is what we call bipolar. You know what's bipolar? A person one day is Rosh Yeshiva, one day is Eliphaz Arasha wants to kill, Esav Arasha wants to kill people. Esav is bipolar. One day is like this, one day is like this. זה פיצול אישיות. It's two personalities in one person. That's the most dangerous thing. But sometimes you need the bipolar, right, to help you in life. But how do you manage with that? There's only one thing. Learning Torah, if you're learning Torah, the Torah is teaching you to be bipolar al pi Torah. You need the bipolarity. You need. And I'm going to give you an example. In the Haftarah of Parashat Zachor, it says the Shaul HaMelech got a mitzvah to kill, to erase the Zecher Amalek. He doesn't do exactly what he was told, and he brings back the king Agag. Agag is very scared. He's very scared. Because Shmuel is screaming on Shaul, Ma'asita, what'd you bring? You bring the animals, I told you no. You bring the ladies, you bring the king. What Ma'asita? And Agag is getting very scared. Omar lo ata, I'm going to take care of you tomorrow. Tomorrow, I'm going to take care of you. No, Shaul didn't take care of you. I'll take care of you. Okay? Pachat. The next morning, Vayelech Agag ma'adanot. אומר התרגום, מה זה מעדנות? הולך ככה בביטחון, he's sure of himself. מפונק, מעדנות זה מפונק. He says, wow, nothing is going to happen to me. מעדנות, מעודן, like he's sure. Nothing is going to happen to me. כן? And how do you call this? The pasuk over there, okay? And he says, and he continues by saying, ואכן Sar maramavet. I'm not scared anymore from death. Sar maramavet. Sar mimeni. Oh, last night I was so scared. Today I'm not scared anymore. כן. אבל הוא רואה את שמואל, לא מפחד. למה אתה לא מפחד? למה אתה כל כך... Why are you so sure of yourself? Come Chazal and they teach us, you know why he's so sure Shmuel is not going to kill him? And you know Sar maramavet? Sar. לא מפחד כבר. לא מפחד. אתמול בלילה... You were trembling. He saw Shemuel, when you see a Talyan, you see a burro, it's called, the one's about to hang a person, right? Executioner. You look in his eyes, wow, he's about to put you to pieces. Just looking in his eyes, you melt. You're scared, right? Just looking in his eyes, you can die. מהפחד, להסתכל לו בעיניים. Why? Because הבן אדם הזה, the executioner, has no feelings. It's a person which has no feelings. They gave him a mitzvah to kill somebody, cut off his head, hang him, whatever. He's immune to that. So לראות אותו, to see such a person, that scares you to death. Okay? אבל תארו לכם, Agag is about to be killed. מי הוא? Who is about to kill him? Shmuel HaNavi, tzaddik. What does he see in his eyes? Wow. He sees calmness. He sees softness. He sees tzidkut. He says, he's about to kill me? He's not going to kill me. I'm sure he's going to raise his sword, and a few minutes later says, I cannot kill you. Ben Torah cannot raise a sword and kill somebody. Right? Shmuel HaNavi is going to kill somebody? Lo shayach. Right? So he was sure of himself, nothing is going to happen to him. What does Shemuel do? וישסף את הגג. He cuts him to pieces. איך יכול להיות? בן תורה, תראו מה קרה לפנחס. פנחס when he was about to kill Zimri, he's coming, he wants to kill him, he's in front of Zimri, it'alef, faints. Says the Zohar, Hashem sends from heavens the two neshamot of Nadav and Avihu. They get into Pinchas, he gets up and he kills Zimri. Okay? A Ben Torah, to hold a knife, to hold a gun, to kill somebody, it's unimaginable. You don't know how to do it, Bechlal. Shmuel HaNavi, Vayishasef, how'd you do it? No, you do it through Torah. Torah combines between the softness and the harshness that you need to have. Sometimes in life you have to be strong, harsh, and even a killer, if it takes. Timche et zecher Amalek min tachat hashamayim. So what? When you're going to come to Amalek, no, I cannot kill them. As if a mitzvah. How do you do the mitzvah? So sometimes you have to have this cruelty in you, in your blood, but not some cruelty. Cruelty al pi Torah. So the Torah teaches you, yes, you should be kind, soft, but when it comes to a mitzvah of Torah, not you decided. It's not you that decided to kill somebody. Over here, Eliphaz, who decided to kill Yaakov? His father. זה דעת תורה? זה לא דעת תורה. כן? אבל when the Torah says, תמחה את זכר מלכות השמיים, זה מצווה. שמואל הנביא says, if it's a mitzvah, I never killed somebody in my life, but if Hashem tells me to do that, I have to do that. הוא עושה את זה. אגג לא הבין את זה, because אגג says, he's not going to do it. He's too soft, right? אבל שמואל עשה את זה. So to tell you bipolarity, right? Sometimes is necessary, but only if it comes with the koach HaTorah. If the Torah gives you the mitzvah, if the Torah gives you the permission, if the Torah commands you to do that, you have to do that. But as a regular base, not. And where does Eliphaz get this bipolarity like this? His father, Esav. Look at Esav. Esav, super bipolar. He doesn't believe, he vayvez Esav et ha-bechorah. He's mocking the Bechorah. He's mocking his brother, sits and learn. Ben Yeshiva, you don't know what you're doing in life. You don't enjoy life. You don't know what you... 50 years later, Vayitzak tza'aka gedola umara. What are you crying? You said Torah is meaningless. You said brachot is meaningless. You said Bechorah is meaningless. למה אתה בוכה?
גם קרא לבן שלו אליפז, להשם, השם אמונה.
Okay. So what are you doing? Why are you crying, right? More than that, last week's parasha, more than that, right? He gets married to two ladies, right? So he doesn't want to offend his father, his mother. So the first one is called Basmat. What does he call her? Yehudit. Yehudit. He's bringing home Yehudit abaita. He's bringing home Goya, and he calls her Yehudit, and he's presenting her to his parents. This is Yehudit. עובדת עבודה זרה, ותכהנה עיני יצחק מהשנן של אלה. She's the whole day מקטרת לעבודה זרה, she's sacrificing עבודה זרה, and the smoke goes to the eyes of Yitzchak, ותכהנה עיניו, and Yitzchak loses sight. But he brought Yehudit, you understand? He cannot marry a Goya. But if he calls her Rachel, Leah, Yehudi, those nice names, he's not marrying Jessica or Christina, you know? He's marrying Yehudit. No, it's a mitzvah. That's a saf. Bipolar. What are you doing? Just by changing a name, you think you can marry her, right? And in a lot of cases like this, Rashi, the end of the last week's parasha, Vayikach et machalat bat achot nevayot, he takes the daughter of Ishmael which died, so Nevayot marries her, right? Al nashav lo li isha, on top of his two wives that he took already, two Reshayot that he took, okay? On the two ladies that he married, they were Avodah Zarah. He goes and says, "Oh, my father." He hears his father telling Yaakov, "Don't lo tikach isham not Kna'ani. Don't take from the Kna'anim. Look at your brother. Look what your brother took. Two goyot. Look what they're doing the whole day. Don't be like your brother." Now he's hiding. He's hearing that. Oh, my father is not happy with the two goyot. Okay? So I'm going to go to the Ishmael. His daughter is tzadeket. So I'm going to go to Ishmael. Ishmael asat tshuva. I'm going to take his daughter. ויקח את ישמעאל אחות נביאות על נשיו לא לאישה. רגע, you understood that your father and your mother are not happy with the two ladies over there, right? עבודה זרה. So you should divorce them, and then take בת ישמעאל. מחלת, אם היה עושה את זה, הקדוש ברוך הוא היה מוחל את כל עוונותיו. הקדוש ברוך הוא would forgive all his sins that he did till now, right? Because he married a tzadeket, but מה הוא עושה? is like Mosif Avon al Avono. My father is not happy with it too. Okay, I'll take a third one. What about you understood. You understood it's the wrong thing to do, to be married to those two. So mata lokeach od achat, right? What are you adding to the list, right? Maybe she's tzadeket, but you have to get rid of the other ones. Buy parlor. This is zechat who he doesn't think right. He thinks one time like this, one time so. He wants to listen to his father, but he wants to do what he wants to do, right? He's doing the right thing, but then he's keeping the wrong thing also. What do you think his son is going to be? What do you think Eliphaz is going to be? The same thing. Eliphaz is just copying his father's footsteps, right? And that's why we should be careful, right? In life, you should be careful not to do the same mistakes. Means sometimes you see those yeshiva people, they went to yeshiva and they know the rules and they know the halachot, gezel, halachot zeh, and they're the biggest cheater in the business. In business, he's the biggest cheater. Why? Because he does pilpulim, right? But there's a tosfot like this. There's a tosfot that permits you to steal, right? There's a Rashi that you can learn from Rashi how to do gezel, right? איך זה מסתדר? So means you adapt yourself. Okay, exactly. Sometimes you need this, but it's really al pi Torah, al pi da Torah, but not to satisfy himself. Esav, everything was to satisfy himself. Eliphaz is to satisfy himself also, right? What did he do with all the gold? He took it for himself, right? איפה הכיבוד אבאים? Where's the כיבוד אבאים? You doing כיבוד אבאים or כיבוד כיסך? Your pocket, right? That's exactly what he did. Yeah? So that's right. That's what we should watch. And על פי התורה, I want to give you a story על פי התורה to see איך עושים דברים על פי התורה. It can be contradicting, but על פי התורה. In the Chafetz Chaim Yeshiva, the Yeshiva, in Chafetz Chaim Yeshiva, the Mashgiach comes one time to Chafetz Chaim. He told them, you know this boy that we have over there? He has bad ideas. He's influencing all the boys. Machshavot shel kfira. He's like, he has all kinds of bad thoughts. He's talking to the boys. I'm scared he's going to influence the boys over here. The Chafetz Chaim told him, right now, call him to my office. I want to talk to him. Right now. Mashgiach goes right away. He takes the boy and says, the Chafetz Chaim wants to talk to you. הוא אומר לו, I'm not giving you 5 minutes. Right now, you're going from my office to your room, packing your stuff, you're taking the train, and you're getting out of here, out of my yeshiva. He was so harsh with him. He didn't even give him a chance to talk. Tov, the boy looks at his watch, he says, Rabbeinu, it's 6 o'clock. The 5 o'clock train, the last train to my town, left already. I cannot catch a train till tomorrow morning. The Chafetz Chaim called the Mashgiach. He said, come here. Right now, you take him out of the yeshiva with his suitcase. You bring him to my house. He's going to sleep in my house tonight. Tomorrow morning, the first train, 6 o'clock in the morning, is getting out of here. Tov. He's getting out of there. Shalach oto. He sent him. This boy turned out to be a businessman, a big businessman. Ben Adam Ashir, Amid, he was dealing with woods. He was selling logs, all kinds of logs to the Russian, to the Poland. He became Ashir Gadol. And he was lo ben Torah bechlal. Not at all. He didn't stay in the yeshiva mood. He was far. Ay rachok. Lo mitzvot, lo Torah, lo mitzvot. I don't know if he put tefillin, didn't put. But one thing, every time they had a reunion or something to collect money for yeshivas, not for the Chafetz Chaim only, any yeshiva, he was there and he was donating a lot of money, thousands of dollars. He was donating thousands of dollars. So somebody came over to him once. He says, tell me, I want to ask you a question. You don't believe in anything, like you're not practicing anything, and you were kicked out of the yeshiva of Chafetz Chaim, like you were really kicked out. How come you give so much money to yeshivot? What's the inyan? What are you thinking when you give? He says, I'll tell you something. I still remember clearly when the Chafetz Chaim kicked me out of the yeshiva. It's like, I see it in my face. But one thing I remember. That night, when he took me to his house, and he told me I have to sleep in his house that night and take the first train to my town, at night it was minus 25, minus 30 outside. I was freezing. I didn't sleep in my bed. I was freezing. He gave me a blanket. Then I tried to fall asleep because I had a long trip the next day. In the middle of the night, I feel all of a sudden, wow, it's a home. I feel a heat wave on me. I'm looking like this, I'm sleeping, I'm looking. What did I see? The Vayetze-How took off his fur coat. He had a fur coat to warm up himself, and he put it on top of me. And he stayed without a coat. He went, he sat next to the fireplace, but I'm sure he was cold. That, what he did, warmed me up so much, it gave me home so much, that heat stays with me over. I'll never forget for him. He kicked me out of Yeshiva, but what he did that night, I'll never forget that. And that keeps me warm towards Yeshivot. And I'm willing to donate money as much as it takes. And that's what I do. So what do you see from this story? From one hand, the Vayetze-How is very harsh. No chance. He doesn't even give him chance to explain himself. למה הוא מסלק אותו? מסתם הוא יודע, but like, give him a chance. Maybe he's going to say, I'm sorry, I'm not going to do it anymore. No chance. Cut. Right? From the other hand, Bona, it's a Yehudi, it's a Jew. I don't know what's going to become with him. At least the last night, let me warm him up. So you see, bipolarity, אבל על פי התורה. הנה, מה יצא מזה? יצא מזה תומך לתורה. Came out of it somebody that has respect to Torah. If the Vayetze-How wouldn't do it, go know who will become a Pikoros, who will do everything against Torah. Right? So to tell you, everything that you do, sometimes you have to use two different ways, but it has to be al pi Torah, al pi da'at Torah, and that's to counterbalance the shita of Esav. Everything for myself. Sometimes I do this way, sometimes this way. Doesn't exist. That's bipolarity. They go to a psychiatrist. He's going to give you pills. They have pills for that. You're bipolar, you become crazy, you lose your mind, you become even worse. Someday in your feet, they go with pills and pills and pills, right? It does exist, but if it exists, with Torah, the Torah makes the chibur. The Torah would make the connection between the two opposites. You'll know when to use one side, and you will know also when to use the other one. Baruch Adonai le'olam. Amen. רבי חנניה בן הקשה